For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome to another, I can't talk today, but that's okay. I've got newspapers that'll talk for me. This is a review of from the St. Clair Area View of the upcoming Classic Offshore Race, which is just a week away. And we've got the president, Mr. Kinsfater, of the Blue Water Offshore Racing.
Always good to see you, Paul.
Always good to see you. And Mr. Courier, who's got a new title this year. What's your title?
Race Director.
Race Director. Gentlemen, welcome. Nice to see you both.
Thanks,
Paul. It's the 31st time. This is amazing. There were 13 of you that started it all that are still with us, still on the committee. Talk to me about this year.
It's going to be another great year. The weather's going to cooperate. We're going to have a good boat count. We're anticipating somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 to 40 or so boats.
Wonderful.
We'll know the final count once the boats get into town and finish registration. They can register up to 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. But the community has come together again to support this event, as they always do.
The weekend is the 23rd through the 27th.
Yeah.
And there's lots of things. Wednesday, they're going to start closing the road. You can talk to us about that.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, I believe, Wednesday evening. We'll shut down M29 from Brown Street to Clinton Avenue.
And that is not a problem anymore. They've done it not too infrequently.
I couldn't tell you the first year that we did that, but it's been quite a few years.
And it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's we're always challenged for space.
Right.
When we first started this, we were lucky we got to use the parking lot at Riverview Plaza.
Right.
You know, all these boat teams come in, they got trailers, they got haulers, and they want tents and everything else. And, you know, with all the people and going back and forth across the street for safety, you know, Police Chief Barnum back in the day, I mean, he's like, you know, let's see if we can get the road shut down.
Right.
And in all honesty, we really didn't think we'd be able to do it. But,
right.
I mean, it took a couple of years, and we were able to do that. And it worked out good, and we've been doing it that way since.
Gives the viewers a time to walk patiently, quietly up and down and see the boats, touch the boats, meet the drivers,
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Vendors, we got food vendors and some trinkets, and I mean, I don't know. I hardly ever get a chance to walk through it to see.
No,
what they
you're
have,
busy.
But I know that
You do that at Michigan City and other places.
I've seen the pictures. I know they have they're selling hats and shirts, and of course Blue Water has a tent down there. We sell our shirts, and the girl that does that's been doing that for quite a few years, and we've been very fortunate.
Speaking of shirts, these two are, this whole set of shirts is very commemorative for your 30th anniversary, and they look wonderful. They really do.
Thank you, Paul.
And that was last year.
That was last year. This is the 31st year. And one of the changes this year, and I know Bob's been questioned about this, and I've had quite a few phone calls, but last year for the 30th, we did something different. We did a parade, and then we did a street party on Friday. And it went over really well, and I know a lot of people are sort of bummed out that we're not going to do it again this year, but this year we decided with the chamber, they're doing the entertainment. They decided on Friday that, you know, let's do the hoedown.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of country bands coming in, and it just seemed like it was just going to be too much going on at the same time, so we decided.
And that hoedown's going to be in the plaza part.
It'll be in the plaza, in front of Hamlin Pub between the center court.
Well, that's arena, I'll call it, has really gotten people used to sitting there and enjoying the music and watching the river, and they can do both at the same time.
Sure. So we're excited about that. You know.
So
Something different.
That's Friday.
Yeah.
But the boats, as you say, Bob, are coming in, you know, throughout the weekend, Thursday, Friday, and a lot of them will even arrive on Saturday.
Sure. And some of them very well could be here when we get the street closure in place on Wednesday evening. Some of them will come in early and store their equipment out at Ed Smith's Marina, Rivers Bend, and they'll be ready to head downtown Wednesday evening yet, but mostly Thursday and Friday is when the teams will get into town, get themselves situated in Race Village downtown, and be ready to meet and greet the community and the fans. And
One of the things that has made this one somewhat unique is that there's no cost to the public. They can just come in,
correct.
and that is a real treat.
It is. A good share of the other race sites have some form of admission fee for certain portions of their venue. If they have a VIP area, if you want to be in that, then you have to pay for that. Or if you want to get access to a certain viewing area, you have to pay to get out to that viewing area. St. Clair is absolutely unique on a number of fronts. The fact that the community embraces this event and makes the race teams feel like they're at home.
Right.
There's many of the teams that say, this is our second home. So they love coming here. They love the fact that the viewing area, you can see the entire race course from Palmer Park, and the balance of the venue is compact. You can literally walk from Race Village at a race team's compound to the crane area at Pine Shores Golf Course if they need to.
Okay. All right, let's get into the weekend. So Wednesday we're closing the road. Thursday all day, arrival of the boats. Friday, when's the hoedown?
Friday.
Friday.
night.
Friday afternoon.
About
And-
4 o'clock, I think they plan
Yep.
on starting to play, and that'll
Okay.
play right in 11, 12 o'clock.
So then we get into busy weekend. Talk to me about what's happening on Saturday and Sunday.
So on Saturday, the teams will finish registration and they will finish getting their GPS, their speed calculating equipment tested, verified. And then from 12:30 to 3:30, we will have rescue assets on the river and they will be able to do full course testing.
Oh, okay.
The course will be set and they'll be able to go out, run the course, try different propellers, try different weight distribution setups in the boats and so forth. And then we'll be ready to go after that. There'll be entertainment again Saturday late afternoon and into the evening that the chamber is scheduled.
I noticed one here, Coast Guard permit in effect, but one of the things I want to mention, if you are a pleasure boater, sometimes during the weekend the race will be closed for pleasure boating.
On Sunday.
Only on
Yeah,
Sunday.
Only on Sunday. So Saturday when the boats are testing, there will be other traffic, pleasure craft traffic out on the river, and the race teams are advised of that during the drivers' meeting on Saturday morning, and they have to share the river. So they have to use the regular navigational rules of the road, and we limit the number of race boats that are out at any one given time during the testing period to reduce any potential for issues.
Okay. Then on Sunday, starting early in the morning, you got buoys going out. You've got a lot of support boats that corral the race, corral the corners. Let's see.
Sure. Our course management crew will probably be out about 7:30 or so on Sunday morning. Get the buoys set while the river's quiet and calm. And then 8:30 or 9 o'clock, the support boats that are here to help us manage the course through the day will start going out to the river to take up their positions. The participating driver and crew members all have to go through a physical on Sunday morning. And then they have the Sunday morning drivers meeting where they'll be given a final briefing on the day, which teams or which classes will be in which one of the potentially 4 race starts throughout the day. And we plan on starting racing at noon, pending commercial traffic and our partners in commercial shipping industry. And there's the potential for 4 races throughout the day.
Okay. And you mentioned the freighters. That's a positive and a negative. Sometimes people drive 50, 60, 100 miles to come and see the freighters. And other times you're having a race going on, you don't want to see the freighters. So it's a good omen and a bad omen. So it happens, but it's never been a real problem.
It's never been a real problem. It can become a big chess match.
Yeah.
With technology today, we know where they are 3 hours before they show up in St. Clair, so we can kind of manage the starts. And DJ Eves, our race controller now, he has access to that technology in race control, and we can kind of work around it. It takes us about 45 minutes to get a full race in, so we work within windows. We've had a couple of years where we've not had any commercial traffic at all. And a couple of years ago, we added another class to the day of racing.
10 or 11 of them.
And there were 11
right?
11 freighters that transited throughout the course of the day, and we joked that we had a freighter race that year.
Right. But it's not a bad view and not a bad place. You're in a park. There's a celebration going on. There's happy people. So.
Right. And it's something that we deal with. We've learned to deal with. Sometimes we get questioned from folks that, well, why can't you close the river? Well, we have to work with the Coast Guard and Transport
Got the road
Canada.
closed.
And there actually is a treaty between the United States and Canada about commercial trade and transit, and the terms of that treaty dictate that you cannot shut down an international commercial waterway.
Alrighty, so we got a great weekend, no admission charge. This piece of newspaper that we picked up from the St. Clair Area View really has got some wonderful history of the race from its early beginnings until current. So if the people have a chance, they should really take a look at this. This is a good piece.
They did a very good job with it. Spent about a half hour, 45 minutes with a couple of their writers and graphics people, and they asked a good amount of questions and asked for information, and we were able to provide it, and it came out very well.
Let me ask a question. Do you still need some volunteers?
Always could use volunteers.
And how do they get a hold of you?
On our Facebook page. It's St. Clair River Classic on Facebook, and they can message us. And
okay, you brought along a commercial from OPA, and if the boys in the control room will run that right now, and we'll talk when we come back.
okay, very good.
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what would get you excited. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So that's what we are expecting the weekend of the 24th through the 27th, right along the St. Clair River. Have we missed anything there, Mr. Kinsfelder?
Well, Paul, you brought up a couple times that it's a free event, and it's
Yeah.
not a free event. It's a free event to the spectators that
Right.
want to come here. This happens because of all of the great sponsors that we're able to get, and this year, probably one of the toughest years to actually go out and
Big.
obtain the funds to put this on. Bob also he wears the hat of Secretary Treasurer for Blue Water Offshore, so he's been looking at the numbers for the last 3 months, and he's constantly calling me, I'm nervous, and I think we're there. And but we got a list of sponsors. I don't know if Bob wants to go through.
Yeah,
there.
go ahead.
Sure.
And
That's fine.
we got to thank these people.
So
Yep. That's
probably
fine.
first and foremost, one of the longest standing sponsors and supporters of the event is Dave and Brandon Burgess at Raymond Crane
Yeah.
in Marysville. a lot of these boats have to be craned in, and Dave has provided the crane as an in-kind, no-cost sponsorship to the event. This is going to be the 31st year of the event. This is the 31st year one of Dave's cranes has been putting the boats in and out of the water.
Wonderful. That's a commitment.
And then, I don't want to say laundry list, but there's a lot of others. Cargill Salt, Beaver Lumber, both local, well-entrenched, long-time businesses. Magna, Thorpe Printing, the city is an extremely good partner with the event. Both of the LaFontaine dealerships here in St. Clair, the Chevy and Ford dealership, Coughlin Jewelers, they are the trophy provider, and they do that as an in-kind, no-cost sponsorship to the event.
Save you some money there.
Absolutely. And we've picked up a few new sponsors this year that have kind of been sitting back or are new to the area. Kim at Anchor Point Bistro. Saba Adhesives, they're an industrial firm here. Brenner Electric, MGM Dumpsters. They provide all the roll-off containers and the trash receptacles throughout the venue as an in-kind sponsorship. Hamlin Pub, West Haven Builders, Dan Brennan has been great behind the scenes.
He's wonderful.
The partnership that we have with the Chamber of Commerce, managing the hospitality tents, the vendors, and the entertainment is very good, and that began the year that we came out of COVID. So we continue to fine-tune that. Sheila and Shelley at LaCroix's, Hamlin Pub, and there's probably a few.
I got a couple that weren't on your list. Ted's Coney Island, Mashburn, and Huffmaster AAA were a couple of I saw that we did not have listed, but and I'm sure there's probably a few others. That
you always miss them, but
we're missing
people understand when you have these lists that sometimes that happens.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
but you have to have that support in order to make it go on.
Yeah.
Whether it's wonderful when they do that too.
I mean, that's so true, and I mean, it's not just a boat race. St. Clair is very blessed. We have some great events, and they don't happen without these sponsors.
That's right. Well, gentlemen, we encourage everybody the 24th to the 27th to come on down and enjoy it. It's a sight, it's an experience, it's a lot of work for you guys, but it's well worth it for the community.
It is.
Mr. Courier, always a
Paul,
pleasure, sir.
Love being here. Thank you.
Ken Sutter, nice seeing you, sir.
Good seeing you.
We'll be back with a couple of the racers. Mr. Ed Smith and Brian will be along and talk about their fountain boats. And we have some video of them racing along the St. Clair River this last week. Stay tuned. We are back, and we are back with the guys that really make this race exciting. Mr. Edward Smith from Knucklehead Racing, and Brian, pronounce your last name?
Klenic.
Klenic, nice to see you, from Twisted.
Sir.
We got some footage this week of you guys out testing, but let's talk first about you guys. You're with a boat by the name of Knucklehead. Tell me about Knucklehead.
Knucklehead is a 40-foot fountain built in 2008. And it was owned by Peter Meyer, and I picked the boat up about 5-6 years ago, and after I got rid of the Cleveland boat.
Right.
And then I've been racing this one ever since. It's a lot of fun. It's a narrower boat, V-bottom, so I can truck it down the road without all the permits and stuff, which makes it a whole lot safer going down the street.
And Twisted, tell me about Twisted.
It's a 42-foot fountain. Used to be the Rio Roses boat back in 2001. It's won multiple national championships. It set kilo records. I bought it 3 years ago out in Arizona. I brought it home, and Ed helped me restore the whole boat. Put it together, and we're going to have some fun with it.
Well, you guys are going to be one of the highlights of the weekend when you guys are out there competing to win during the offshore race, the 31st offshore race. Yep. But you had a chance this last week to go out and do some testing. If the guys will roll that second segment there, we'll take a peek, and you can tell us what's happening. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. That's the Clash of the Titans. No, there we go.
Yeah, what it is our time constraints are kind of tight because, you know, the marina this time of the year, during the summer,
you're
we're
pretty
busy. And Brian lives down in Harrison Township, and we just decided we'd throw both boats in the same day.
Yeah.
And
So what are you doing there? You're sort of checking it out? And
well, actually, what we're
tuning it up?
doing is I'm trying to, I'm getting my driver in the seat belts and get his helmet on.
Oh,
because
okay.
I had one of my crew members drive for me.
Okay.
He's never been on the boat before, so it was a little overwhelming.
On-the-job training.
On-the-job training, and you do get a little overwhelmed in there. It's
How
quite-
big is that cockpit? 2 people?
Shoulder to shoulder. There's not. Brian knows there's not much room in there.
It's tight.
Okay, I can hear a little bit of noise. You're just getting the engines tuned.
Right. Yeah. It's just idling. That's the camshafts and stuff going there. But wanting to make sure that he was strapped in properly in case if something did happen. If we spun it out or something, you get thrown around in there in a hurry.
Okay, and now I think you're gonna take off here. And how far up the river did you go to in this test here?
A mile north, we usually run pretty much the race course because we know where it is with
Yeah.
the buoys.
Yeah.
Been running it for about 28 years now.
Right.
So we know basically where it's at. We try to stay into that same realm.
Okay.
So we can do a good test with the currents and all that.
So then Twisted
That's-
was already ready for with the water. So tell me what's happening there.
Nothing.
Brian.
Well, my throttle man when I usually go test is Ed's son, Sean.
Yeah.
So he tests the boat with me a lot out here when we're racing in Michigan. And we were just catching up because Ed got out further than I did when we left the marina. And we're just warming the boat up. We're going to go around a couple of times, get the motors, get oil temperature, water temperature in the boat, and then we're going to go have a little fun.
So it's you and Sean are in this boat.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And now coming up during the race itself in a week, are you going to compete against each other? There's a nice shot of you guys coming down the river, going up the river. Go ahead.
Yeah, now we're getting in it a little bit. Oil temps come up, and we can take the engines up to a higher RPM.
How fast do you think you're going to get in this
We're
trial?
gonna run 115,
115 miles an hour?
Yes.
Wow. There you
Yeah.
go. Here comes Ed again. That's really running smooth, isn't it?
It is, but when you hit a wake from like that cruiser you've seen, it will throw the boat around.
And you have that problem during racing too, don't you?
You do. So it's not like it's a flat pond. You get the reversion coming off the seawalls. I mean, it will throw.
That's a new word for me, the reversion.
Come on.
Come on.
Reversion? You know what that is.
Yeah, I don't. I'm learning
You can
today.
do it in sound.
I'm learning
and
today.
you can do it in water. Yeah.
Edward, you have a little business called Rivers Bend Marina, which has been around
Yes.
for a long time. And
30
as Brian
years.
says, you do work on engines and stuff along those. 30 years already?
Yes.
You're just breaking it in.
And yeah, I don't feel like it, but it's been that long.
The two of you have been in these size boats for a long time. Talk to me about your racing experiences.
I haven't. I've only been in this boat for probably a year and a half, 2 years. I used to race cat outboard for a long time down in Florida. I sold my cat outboard. I had some health issues about 13 years ago, so I got out of racing for a while. And then I found this boat, and I've always loved this boat. And I went and bought it. And he didn't know I bought it. I called him on my way home from California, and I said, I need a place to keep a boat. He goes, what'd you buy? I said, I'll see you tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow when I come to the marina. So that was how it all started, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
Fountain is a brand name.
It is.
Talk to me about Fountain.
Go ahead. Explain Reggie.
Reggie is a legend in the sport. He, by far, has built the fastest V-bottoms in the world. He started out in outboards, worked his way up, and then they're out of North Carolina. It's called Iconic Marine now. They bought it probably, 7, 8 years ago, maybe longer.
Probably right around there.
Yeah, but he still consults with them as far as I know, but he is just has so much knowledge of these boats, and they're fast. Like, you have Outer Limits, other boats like that out there, but Fountain, I would say, in my opinion, by far, is one of the fastest V-bottoms in the world.
And how fast can you go?
My boat set a kilo record at 161 miles an hour
161 miles an hour on water.
on water. That was back in 2002.
Where did you do that?
I didn't do it. They did it down at the factory in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
It was done there.
On the ocean or on a lake?
No, it was on an inland river, right behind the factory. That's where they did all the kilo runs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's set a couple kilo runs back in the day. That was in 02, 03 back and then when it set it. And then as time progressed, technology takes over, bigger motors.
Yeah.
The records got broken. So that was how it was back then.
It's not, it's a very safe sport, but yet it's a very dangerous sport. You've had numbers of experiences over the years.
Yeah, I've been over a few times.
Right.
But see, that so that the listeners that are watching this, this is a spec class.
Okay.
So what it is, so we have parity. The boats have to weigh a minimum of 9,000 pounds.
Wow.
We're only allowed to run a 572 cubic inch engine, and then the engine is built to specifications. We have a camshaft spec, cylinder head spec, RPM spec, and a gear ratio spec. So will this boat do 160 miles an hour? Not the way it's set up.
Okay.
Could it?
Yes.
Yes.
Possibility.
But race conditions for this class, no. You're going to see 115, 120 is going to be about where top speed is, racing conditions with that spec.
So your boats will go around how many times on the 1 mile course?
No, it's a 4 mile course.
A 4 mile course.
It's a 4 mile course. I believe we'll probably have at least 10 laps to do.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll run 40 miles, 44 miles.
And you guys are racing on Sunday afternoon?
Yes.
And the second or third?
I think we would be the third. We're more likely going to be the last race.
Okay, very good. Well, it's exciting, and I know the 10,000 people will be there to watch you. Plus,
Yes, it is hometown for me. So,
any final thoughts?
No, hopefully the weather's good, the water's flat, and let's go have some fun.
Well, Edward?
and that's the same thing. This is the year that I want to enjoy it. The pounding, trying to do 9 races a year is it's a strain, traveling all over the countryside. So I'm taking the amount of races I do and bringing it down some. But I'm doing the fun races. We went to Lake of the Ozark 3 weeks ago, and we won both out there. There was 2
wonderful.
races. And we're going to race here, and then from here we're going over to Michigan City. And the crazy part is in Michigan City, this is my driver for Michigan City. So what we've done is the other gentleman that I have in the boat with me, he can't make it.
Right.
So we have obligations in Michigan City. So I asked Brian, he's not going. So I said, yeah, you are. Well, no, I'm not. And I said, yeah, you are. So he's going to drive for me in Michigan City. So that'll be interesting. We're going to fight each other out here, and then we're going to go and be teammates in Michigan City a week later.
The only way to do it. That's fun. All righty, so there is Twisted, and Ed will be coming along here in a second too. We wish you both good luck on Sunday the 27th.
Thank you.
It should be fun. It should be great, and we thank you for stopping by here.
It'll be fun until the green flag comes up.
Until the green.
And then when the green flag comes up, it'll be a war zone for about 40 minutes.
Brian and Edward, thanks for coming in. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks for joining us. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.